I was thinking I had a slide on prevention, and it is possible that that is in your PowerPoints and I just skipped over it. So just a few things in regards to prevention. The patient can be put on an antiplatelet, would be your aspirin, Ticlid, Plavix, Persantine, Agranox. They can also be started on anticoagulation therapy, Coumadin, Pradaxa. They may also be started on a statin, so Simivistin or Lovastatin, as preventative measurements. This is going to conclude our chapter on stroke. I condensed a lot of information into very few slides, but all of the information, definitions of some of the terms are in your PowerPoints. So make sure that you listen to the podcast and look over your PowerPoints for your test. If you have any questions, you can email me. And I am going to get your schedule and go through what we have left before the end of the semester. Don't forget to also look over the delegation box, which is on page 1405. Who can be delegated what task? Okay, I am looking at your course outline. Of course, this week your lecture was supposed to be on April 2nd, and that got canceled, so you are getting a podcast lecture on stroke and neuroassessment. It is your responsibility to listen to those podcasts and to review your PowerPoints and your chapter in your textbook. We will move forward to next week, which will be 4-9, and you will have test 5, which will be on stroke. It is 30 questions. They're all NCLEX style. There is no math on this test. Then we will start lecture on the GI chapter, and that includes GI assessment, nutritional problems, and a little bit of pediatric GI, which is chapter 41, page 1246 to 1254. So that will be on 4-9. 4-16 will continue GI and do any follow-up for that, so there's no test that week. 4-23, you will have test 6, which will be on your GI chapters. And we will do endocrine assessment, and there's really not a lot to the endocrine assessment as far as hands-on. It's a lot of diagnostic tests, mostly. The only really hands-on assessment for endocrine is the thyroid. So the focus for that particular assessment chapter will be just a little different. We'll do diabetes, and then on 4:30 we will wrap up endocrine and diabetes and do a final review. I can tell you that I haven't determined how many questions are going to be on your final yet. I need to do that. But half of your final exam will just be endocrine and diabetes question, and the other half will be cumulative of all the other things that we did. So the final review will give you a good indication of where to focus your studying for that other half, that cumulative part of your exam. Speaking of your exam will actually be on May 5th, and it will be with the other class in room 145. This is a bigger room, and it will be from 8 to 10 a.m. So for my class in UR 212, both sections will be together on May 7th to take your final exam from 8 to 10 a.m. in room 145. If you guys have any questions, please email me.